Because of the current COVID-19 pandemic, more than 9,000 people across Virginia could be homeless within the next 2 months. That's according to the Legal Aid Justice Center. An eviction freeze was lifted last month. Our Matthew Foltz tells us what experts are saying and how the governor is responding.
I think we are at the point of where a tsunami is going to suddenly strike.
Stephen Fishback is a litigation director at Virginia Poverty Law Center,
where we're keeping track of the number of eviction cases that are scheduled to be heard by every single court in the state.
He says courts across the state will hear nearly 9,500 eviction cases over the next 8 weeks.
During the week of August 31st, there are over 500 eviction cases scheduled to be heard in Richmond alone.
The eviction freeze was lifted at the end of June, and according to the Legal Aid Justice Center, since then more than 12,000 cases have been heard in court and more than 2,000 families have lost their homes. Fishback says 2 things ended recently that could really affect eviction numbers here in Virginia.
The first was the ending of the extra $600 per week that people on unemployment were receiving.
The second, he says, was the end of the moratorium preventing evictions to those housed under the CARES Act.
To do evictions from those properties now requires a 30-day notice. So by the end of August, we're anticipating a lot of new eviction cases filed from those properties.
The concerns grabbing the attention of Governor Ralph Northam. He is once again calling on the Virginia Supreme Court to suspend all eviction cases in the state until September 7th.
We're hopeful that that more rental assistance funds are made available, and that everyone can continue their lives as best as they can during this most challenging and difficult time.
Now, we reached out to the governor's office, and a spokesperson of his tells us that he is hopeful that the courts will reinstate the moratorium and that he will continue to do everything in his power to keep Virginians in their home. Working for you tonight in Richmond, I'm Matthew Foltz, CBS 6 News.